been funny for the video.
Yeah.
CDL truck driving school. Get out of the way or you won't get hit.
Alright, y'all ready? Alright. Start with my mount to my mirrors. Not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. Securely mounted. Mirrors themselves, the glass is clean, not cracked or broken. No leaded stickers, properly adjusted to me. Okay? My door, no excessive damage to my door or my windows. Opens and closes properly. All my hinges are present, securely mounted. Weather stripping is soft, pliable, not cutter free. My steps and my catwalk, securely mounted. Not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. I want no oil, grease, or ice which could cause slipping hazards. Okay? And I'll go to my fuel tank. It's not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted, no excessive damage, not leaking any fuel. Has a minimum of 2 metal straps which are securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. Underneath those metal straps it has a minimum of 2 rubber straps which are not cutter frayed, soft and pliable. I also have a fuel cap that is present. Comes on and off properly. On the inside I have a rubber gasket which is present, soft and pliable. And also have a safety chain which is present. Okay? From there, I'll go to my first light. This is my side marker light. Amber in color, securely mounted, clean, not cracked or broken, good working condition. Its functions are running light, turn signal, 4-way flash. Okay? Make sure I have reflectors or DOT tape on the back of my truck for when I'm bobtailing. That's present. I have my spring holding up my airline. That's present. And go to my frame. It's not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted, and it has no illegal welds. Okay? Underneath there, I have my drive shaft. My drive shaft is not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted, good working condition. My U-joints are securely mounted and properly greased. Okay? And I have my exhaust system securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, no excessive rust. The heat shield is securely mounted. There is no signs of cracks which could show carbon soot, which indicates that I have a leak. Okay? From there, I'm going to go into my suspension. Alright? This right here is my spring hanger. Okay? My spring hanger is securely mounted to the frame by nuts and bolts. They are all present. No rust streaks or shiny spots indicating looseness. The spring hanger itself is metal, not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. It is holding on to my torque arm or my control arm by nuts and bolts, all present. No rust streaks or shiny spots indicating looseness. Torque arm securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. It's being held to the axle on the inside, which you're not going to be able to see, but it's there. U-bolts, they're not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. On top, you have a saddle, and the bottom anchor plate with nuts and bolts. They're all present. No rust streaks or shiny spots indicating looseness. From there, got my shock absorber securely mounted to the frame by nuts and bolts. They're all present. No rust streaks or shiny spots indicating looseness. Shock absorber itself, not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted, not leaking any hydraulic fluid. Okay. Lastly, finishing up suspension system is my airbags. Okay, so I have my air mounts being held to the frame by nuts and bolts, all present. No rust streaks, shiny spots indicating looseness. The air mount itself, not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. Air bellow, soft, pliable, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, and it's not leaking any air. Okay. Then from there, I'm gonna go to my brake system. Right. Kind of hard to see, but I have dual or combination brake chambers. I can tell it's larger, has 2 hoses. They're securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or excessively rusted, not leaking any air. The hoses are properly clamped, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. They're not leaking any air. I have my push rod slack adjuster properly working, no more than 1 inch of free play when the brakes are released. Then I have my brake drum, not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted. There's no oil or grease inside. Brake pad or lining, you want no oil or grease in there, and at least a 1/4 inch of pad thickness. Okay? Then from there, I'm come out to my tires. These are my drive tires. Okay? I want them evenly worn, no mismatched tire sizes, right? I want at least 2 30 seconds tread depth. These can be recapped, regrooved, retreaded. No foreign objects inside my tread. My butt spacing, no foreign objects in here, and a minimum of 3 inches between the gap, right? Sidewall, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. Also, I want to make sure it's properly inflated to manufacturer specification between 90 and 110. Proper seal between the tire and the rim. The rim itself is not cracked, broken, bent, excessively rusted, or illegally welded. Nuts and bolts all present. No rust streaks, shine spots indicating looseness. My manufactured hub oil seal or axle seal, not leaking any oil. And it has nuts and bolts present, no rust streaks, shine spots indicating looseness. Finish up on my valve stem present, not cracked, broken, bent, missing, and it must be capped. Okay. Have my splash guard and my mud flap. I want to make sure they're not rubbing up against the tire. I want to make sure there's no foreign objects in there, and I want to make sure they're securely mounted. The mud flap should have DOT reflective tape on it, just like in the front of the vehicle and the rear of the vehicle and the trailer. I want to make sure that my vehicle or mud flap is not leaning one way or one side or the other, which could indicate bad suspension problem, low air pressure in my tires, uneven ground, or a shifted or overweight load. Okay. And I'll finish up on my tail lights. I have my white or clear light, that is my reverse light, is securely mounted, not cracked or broken, clean, in good working condition. I have my 2 red lights, those are my brake lights, running lights, 4-way flashers, and my turn signals, securely mounted, not cracked or broken, clean, and good working condition. And that finishes up Form B.